I'm that type of person that I need exclusivity, like, especially when it comes to my nails, because my nails is a part of me. Like,
I'm like, you would come and get your nails done late at night? The majority of my clients are business women, law enforcement, medical. They just don't have time for self-care. And before you know it, I realized that I had something that was needed that was nowhere around. And 24-hour nail salon started.
Girl.
I had racks up on the wall. You thought you walked into a nail salon.
That's dope.
And my husband was the best because he had my clients so spoiled. He would bring them fruit water, fresh fruit inside the water.
Nice.
Clients say to me all the time, I'm never going to be able to go to another nail salon. I said, I know. That was on purpose. Yeah. COVID-19 showed me that I lack quality of life. I was working a good job, making good money, and to some people, there was no reason to leave. But when they quarantined me for 3 months, they made a big mistake. I don't have to be somebody different. Like, he gave me gifts and qualities that I am gonna use to increase his kingdom, to support people, to love on people, and I could still be, I didn't have to compromise, and I didn't have to choose Brooklyn Bougie over First Lady.
Hey, welcome to Sis Stop Sulkin Podcast, the space where we trade burnout for balance. We learn about self-love, mindset, life goals, all those good things. My name is Miss Tasha Talks Life, and I am so excited for today's episode. If you are new here, hang out for a little bit. I'm sure you're going to love it. If you've been rocking with me for a while, welcome back. Welcome back. Thank you so much. And today's episode, we are talking to the one, the only, Keyma Thomas. Welcome, Keyma, to the show.
Thank you for having me. I'm Keyma, business owner of Keyma Nailed It. Also, I'm a mom, a veteran, a first lady, a friend. I wear a lot of hats, but yeah, I'm Keyma.
Oh my goodness. So just a little backstory. I am a client of Keyma's nail salon, but I go to another person, and we just happened to divinely meet. My nail tech went on vacation, and so the first thing I said was like, plug me with the owner. The owner be in the back, you know, in her own little world. And I said, okay, I need my nails done. Y'all don't catch me with my nails slipping. And I said, plug me with the owner in the back. And we talked, we hit it off, and her story is amazing. And so I had to have you on the show. So thank you again for saying yes.
Yes, I was so excited when we got together and we started talking to each other, and we spoke before. Hi, how are you? I love your hair.
Yeah.
You know, I told you my daughter wanted to do sister locks, and so we spoke before, but we never had that time to get that in depth. And you start talking to me about your podcast. I start talking to you. I'm like, wait a minute.
Yes.
It was like click, everything just lined up. It was like a friend that I had known forever.
We sat there and we talked about God. We talked about it all. And so I'm just happy to have you in the chair. So let's get right into it.
Yes.
So, all right. So what got me intrigued with the salon, which was 24 hours.
Yes.
Because I'm that type of person that I need exclusivity, like, especially when it comes to my nails, because my nails is a part of me. Like, without my nails, I feel like I got little boy hands. And so I'm like, if I could get in there, whenever I can, so that's dope. But what was the thought process behind it? Because I don't know that happening anywhere.
You know, 24-hour salon started. No, I'm what they call a COVID nail tech.
Okay.
I started doing nails during COVID because I was doing my own nails because all the nail salons were closed. I started getting friends asking me, how you getting your nails done and all the salons are closed? Oh, I'm doing my own nails. So I started doing their nails. Long story short, COVID was over and I had to go back to work. And in my mind, I'm thinking, I'm gonna have to give this up. I love doing nails. This is so much fun. And I had my clients saying to me, you're not gonna do nails anymore? I'm like, well, I'm going back to work. They're like, but what about like early in the morning or late at night? I'm like, you would come and get your nails done late at night? The majority of my clients are business women, law enforcement, medical. They just don't have time for self-care. So it's like, or I can come before I go to work, or I can come after I get off work, and before you know it, I realized that I had something that was needed that was nowhere around. And 24-hour nail salon started.
I love that. And I love that you listened, right? And seeing where it was an untapped market, because you guys are booked and busy.
We are. It was a passion. It was a passion where when I realized that people would still want to get their nails done, in my mind, I was like, it just makes sense. Like, this is wild. Like, people want to get there. But, I'm a city girl originally. And in the city, nothing closes.
Yes.
But, my husband migrated me to the burbs. And the only thing I have after hours is 7-Eleven. I'm like,
hey, it's quieter out here.
It is. I'm not complaining. I like it. But it was just like bringing the city to the burbs, because in the city, that wouldn't be something that's unheard of.
Right.
You go to hair salon midnight.
Very
and
true.
So I was excited. And I was like, wow, it's really wanted. So let's see what'll happen.
Right.
And it happened.
That's
Like,
dope.
Yeah.
And so we're not going to escape past, you started in COVID.
Mm-hmm.
So she has like awards, recognitions. I see the wall. I'm sitting there for hours. I'm looking at the wall. I mean, in the newspaper, beautiful salon, nail techs that work under you. Like, what was life before nails? What was that?
Before nails, I was pretty much law enforcement, and which is a total switch of career. I was in the Army for 8 years.
Okay.
I was a medic in the Army. Thank you for your support. I was a medic in the Army. When I got out of the Army, I went into nursing. I was in nursing. 9/11 happened. Because I was still active in the Army, although I was stateside, I was sent to work in the airports for Homeland Security because the military was taking over the airports.
Okay.
So I was in the airport for a while, and kind of got to a point where I felt like I was stuck. Like I couldn't get any higher, the higher positions. They were looking for retired law enforcement, and I was young and female.
Female,
and
I was just
brown.
gonna say
and
that.
So, I didn't fit the cookie cutter that they were looking for. So I ended up going into, I had a friend that was working in corporate security. And she's like, you ever thought about doing corporate security? I'm like, no.
Yeah.
Like, went into corporate security and realized that I loved it because the corporate security program I was a part of also had a first aid portion to it because the staff had to be like AED and CPR certified.
Yes.
So I kind of got to taste both of the worlds that I liked. I was still in law enforcement and in medical. So I stuck with that field and spent the next 15 years of my life running security operations for retail properties.
Oh, wow.
And when COVID happened, the mall shut down. And I was working from home for about 3 months. And I started doing nails. That's how it happened. Like, it was like...
Wow. You like, listen, I could do this.
I've always been a visual learner.
Yeah.
So I'm the type of person that if I could watch it, I can learn it.
Yeah.
So when I tried to do my own nails, I was on YouTube University, and I'm like, I could do that.
Yeah.
Amazon was at my door every day during COVID. You hear me? My husband was like, what's up with you in the Amazon? Man? At my door every day. So I was ordering equipment, this, that.
Yeah.
Before you know, I ordered a desk. We turned our basement bedroom into a nail salon, pedicure chair, and everything.
Girl.
I had racks up on the wall. You thought you walked into a nail salon.
That's dope.
And my husband was the best because he had my clients so spoiled. When I moved to the salon, he would bring them fruit water, fresh fruit inside the water.
Nice.
They were in heaven. And I realized, one, we lacked good treatment. We turned getting our nails done into a chore. It was no longer enjoyable.
Yes.
It was like, oh, I gotta go get my nails done, then I gotta do this.
100%.
And I was reversing that big time. It was like people were looking forward to, oh, get my nails done for Tuesday. I'm gonna go hang out with Keyma, we're gonna talk, we're gonna download.
Oh my gosh, she got the best music playing. She got a little snack section, candy.
Clients say to me all the time, I'm never gonna be able to go to another nail salon. I said, I know. I that was on purpose.
That's the point, right?
That was on purpose.
Because it's all about the experience.
It is.
And I tell people, because I did hair for 11 years prior to my education career and all of that, I tell people nails, hair, it's like a gynecologist. It's like, it's once you get a good doctor, you get a good nail tech, you get a good hairstylist, you stick with them. So that's a vibe. Like when you get that experience, you're going to keep going back and back. And then the work is already good, speaks for itself. So...
It's so true. It's so true. The clients come for their nails and they stay because of the experience. Anybody can do nails. There's nail techs in their basement right now, like I was, and it's about the experience. They love the environment. It's spacious. It's clean.
It's very clean.
It's, you know, there's other people there, but not right on top of you. So you can have that community engagement without feeling overwhelmed, like you're in Grand Central Station.
Yeah.
So I put all of that in mind. Like, what would I want? How would I, after COVID, what would I need in a nail salon for me to feel comfortable sitting there? Because in the beginning it was rough.
Very true.
People were coming in like, nail salon, Keyma, I like getting my nails done in your basement when it's just you and I.
Yeah.
So I had to keep all of that in mind when I was putting together the salon.
That's good. And so I remember, well, prior to, what year was this? This was right after COVID. There was something that went viral. It was in Brooklyn. And it was an Asian nail salon, and a girl and her grandmother was in the salon, and I guess the girl didn't like her eyebrows or something like that. $5 eyebrows, and she was saying she wasn't paying or whatever, and they ended up like throwing acetone on her.
Wow.
They were trying, and so the community had an outrage. They shut it down, boycott, all of that. So they closed. They tried to open up another one somewhere else. They closed that one down by boycotting and not going there. And so from that, I was just a little disgusted. And a lot of things was happening at that time. We were sitting still that was not right and that we didn't like. So I said, you know what? I'm going to start shopping black. I'm going to start looking for all of the black businesses when it comes to a lot of different things. And my nails was one of the things. So I found a girl, she was Trinidadian, and then she moved out of town. And so at work, someone told me about your nail salon and KP.
Nice.
And so I was like, they what? At 24 hours? Oh yeah, sign me up, So thank you for that, because it's needed. That the environment is welcoming, it's clean, like you said. It's just a beautiful space. I love it.
It's nice to see your own people too sometimes when you're spending your
100%.
money. Like it's really, like I had to really create a space for us. We're not all brown at Keyma Nails. There, we have nail techs that are not. But I had to create a space for us because I came out of nail school and went to traditional nail salons with my portfolio. And they once over me and started speaking in languages I couldn't understand. So I didn't know what they were saying about me, but I know my work was popping.
Yes.
I was like, they nervous. They're not ready for this creativity.
Yes.
But I was like, I'm either going to end up going into a suite or I need to create a space so every nail tech in my salon came straight out of school. Usually when you come out of school tries to put you into a salon as a paid employee because the schools get money from the government for doing that placement. They're not encouraging you to start your own business. They actually discourage it. They make you feel not as confident
like you're not ready.
Yeah, you need to get your foot wet. And that is true. But there's different environments for you to do that in. In a traditional nail salon, they'll take a new nail tech and, stick her in the corner, make her a pedicure girl. So you don't really get to grow. You're not practicing the way you need to. In Keyma Nail Day, you get nail techs coming in straight out of school with 0 clients. And within 3 months, talking about they don't have space to get booked. And it's all because of relationship, because of the relationship that I've established with my clients, the other nail techs have established. So as soon as a new person comes in, it's like, oh, I'm bringing my girlfriend with me. Oh, I got somebody for her.
Community.
So we had to create a space for us.
I love that.
And that's what I did, create a space for us.
And how long have you had the salon?
This year, December, will be 3 years that I've owned the salon.
Wow. Okay. And so I already knew that, but I just wanted y'all to hear that because when we were doing nails and you told me, I said, how long you been doing nails? And I
said 4 years.
My mouth hit the floor because I'm like, there's no way that this style of expertise, this flow, this everything looks like this in that short amount of time. Like I was blown away and I was like, I got to get you to share your story.
Yes.
So what was the mindset that you had to have or that you had to adjust, right, to open up a salon and coming from the military background and all of that?
It was a different environment. Military is very structured. So from a structured environment, it's like providing protection to offering a service is a big difference.
Right.
And I feel like what made me successful and made it easier for me to do that was that I knew what people wanted. Even in my old jobs, my marketing managers in my old jobs would always question me about things they were going to put forth. And it was because they were like, you think like, what's the word I'm looking for?
Patron, consumer.
Right. You think like a consumer. And I think about what I would want. Like what, so going into that environment, it was a big change. It was like a whole,
Yeah.
even my boss, when I resigned from my job and told him that I was going to do nails, looked at me like I had 3 heads. Like, you're a security professional, been doing this for 20 years. I'm like, I'm going to do nails. Like, so
I can imagine.
Yeah, it was even people now when I meet up with old friends or catch up with them, they're like, "You do what, Keyma?" I'm like, "I own a 24-hour nail salon." They're like, "How did that happen?" And then we start telling this story of like, COVID.
Yeah.
Thank you, COVID-19.
Yeah.
COVID-19 showed me that I lack quality of life. I was working a good job, making good money, and to some people there was no reason to leave. But when they quarantined me for 3 months, they made a big mistake because I realized I miss my family. All that work, and I had my daughter went from 12 to 20 in a blink of an eye. Like,
Crazy.
when did that happen? Like, so going through COVID, deciding that I was going to do this nail salon thing was all about quality of life in the beginning. It was about service for myself. It was about looking out for myself. And then as I looked out for myself, it opened my eyes out to like looking out for other people, whether it was clients, treating them a certain way, whether it was independent contractors, giving them a space where they could grow that wasn't the traditional salon. So it was a big 180, but it was worth every minute of it.
And like this story is so good and I loved it so much. We didn't even do the icebreaker that we were supposed to do.
Let's break the ice. Let's break it.
Clearly, like we said earlier, we just clicked and we just started vibing. So I'm just gonna give a couple of questions just to break the ice, just to get to know you. Okay. So I'm gonna say one. I'm gonna say 2 things. You just say the first one that comes to you.
Okay.
And then we'll jump back in. Coffee or tea?
Tea.
Early morning or late night?
Early morning.
24 hours though.
Yeah, right. Early.
Books or podcasts?
Podcast.
Couples trip or girls trip?
Couples trip.
Vision board or digital planner?
Digital planner.
Cute heels or comfy sneakers?
Comfy sneakers.
Sweet or salty?
Ooh, I'll take sweet.
Okay. Text or phone call?
Text.
Beach day or spa day?
Spa day.
Stay in or go out?
Stay in.
Make a list or go with the flow?
Go with the flow.
Okay, good.
Yeah,
Thank you. That was good.
Fun.
Yeah, thank you for participating. So, okay. So let's get into, we're just going to pivot a little bit because we are God girls, Jesus girls.
Amen.
And you are a first lady.
Amen.
So tell me a little bit about, heavy is the head that wears the crown of a first lady. I'm a PK. My mom is a first lady. So what is that like for you?
You know, when my husband and I got together, he was not a pastor. He was the minister of music, and I was very cool with that. I was cool with being the wife of the minister of music. So when he got anointed as a pastor, all the stereotypes that existed is what popped into my head. I'm like, I didn't sign up for that.
Yeah.
I don't. That's a lot of responsibility. People gonna be calling me and asking me stuff, and I'm gonna have to act a certain way, and people gonna be judging our kids, and everything was going through my mind that was like, and then the big one for me was, are you gonna try to change me? Cause I'm Brooklyn bougie all day. Yeah. I'm Keyma. I'm Kiki from Brooklyn.
Yeah.
Filled with the Holy Spirit but I'm still Kiki from Brooklyn. So, my husband encouraged me by saying to me that God uses, first of all, he meets us where we are.
Yes.
You have to change to get a relationship
100%.
with him. When you get that relationship, he makes you want to change, but you find right where you are.
Yes.
So my husband cleared that up for me, that he's gonna meet me right where I am, and he's gonna use me just the way that I am. I don't have to be somebody different. Like, he gave me gifts and qualities that I am going to use to increase his kingdom, to support people, to love on people, and I could still be, I didn't have to compromise, and I didn't have to choose Brooklyn bougie over first lady.
Right.
It could coexist with each other.
I love
so,
that. So I love it. I love it. No, it's so true. It's funny because my dad, I wasn't born into being a PK, right? Okay. But my grandmother we went to church. That's saying Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, twice. That was us. I used to get popped in my lips because I guess she could read my mind. Like, I didn't even say anything because we knew better. Today, these kids are a little different.
Yeah.
But I would get popped. Out of nowhere, she'd be like, pop. And I'd be like, she'd be like, fix your face. I'm like, oh my God. But my dad, he wasn't, and my mom wasn't, right? I wasn't born into church with them. But when they did get saved, I want to say I was about maybe 14.
Okay.
And I believed in God and everything, but that's when I first saw my first miracle. You know, Jesus turned water to wine. He healed the blind. He healed the woman that was sick, all of that. My first miracle was seeing my father give his life to God. My mother, no rehab, just complete, nothing but God, healed. And her daughter, so I seen it, you know what I'm saying? And I know she didn't go to a rehab, but God healed her until this day. She's never looked back.
Wow.
My father's brothers and cousins and all of them, they had a band. And they would come to the house. I was a little girl. And I would see them come and they would do their thing or whatever. They started coming into church one by one, getting saved. And I'm like, oh, Uncle so-and-so. Oh, and now they still serve in the ministry. They still, so for me, even though I have my own relationship and I've experienced my own thing since then, that was my first time saying like, wow, this God got to be real. You know what I was 14.
Because there's no other way.
Because there's no other, and I knew enough. I was, you know, back now kids listen and they talk and they interject, but I saw a lot but didn't say anything. And to see that was like a miracle for me, you know? So I'm like, okay, this God is so real.
Yes, and so good.
And so good and so merciful. Yes. And so with that, it's like now you have the business. You are first lady. You do women fellowship things. You speak out. I heard one of your sermons, which was dope. It was very Brooklyn bougie. I loved it because I'm a little rough around the edges too, and I love it. People attract to your light. People attract to my light. So I love that your husband told you, you don't have to conform. And whatever is not of God, he's going to wipe it away and it's going to come off. So I appreciate that. And I tell people all the time, I'm God's little bratty daughter because I be coming at him like, but you said.
That's you and me both. You and me both.
I know the word. So that's so good. But with all of that, right, and you're taking care of everybody else, what are your non-negotiables for yourself, for your self-love, your self-care?
My non-negotiable number one is anything having to do with ministry. My friends know to not even call me on certain days of the week because I have commitments that are not just commitments because my husband's a pastor. Like, I love God, and anything that I could do to help his people navigate this thing called life, I love doing that. Yeah. So I don't negotiate the time I spend with God. I don't negotiate the time I spend with my husband. My marriage is a big part of why I'm successful. Like, my relationship with God is the first time I learned what, like, real love was. Marrying a godly man was getting that type of love. Like, I never had that kind of love before. And then when you receive that kind of love, it makes you want to give that kind of love. 100%. So it's not a task. It's like, you can walk in my salon and we're laughing, listening to Tasha's podcast. Yeah. Or you can walk in and three of us are in a circle standing around somebody praying for them because that's how we get down.
I love it.
That's how we get. Somebody walks in. I had a client come in a couple of months ago, always normal, came in one day with a walker. I said, what is happening right now? She's suffering from something just out of nowhere. Her health took a turn immediately. My staff, I didn't go seeking Christians. God knows who to put you around in order for you to 100%. Flourish and do. So, but my staff is like, we finna pray.
There, because it's like-minded. That's the community that you've already cultivated. Yeah. And so it's only going to attract those people. And when someone comes in that's not, you're going to feel it.
You feel it right away. You either amazed by it, you want some of it, you confused by it, whatever it is. From the moment you walk in the door, the sign says Keyma nails it. It says 1 crown, 3 nails, 4 given. You're going to know it's a Christian salon from the moment you walk in the door.
Very true.
So I don't negotiate my ministry, and that happens in the salon as well. And I don't negotiate my time with my family. Like, that's That's what I learned from COVID. Like,
Yes.
every moment, we none of us are promised tomorrow. We've lost people in my family over the years, and it's just a constant reminder of don't negotiate that time with
Yeah.
your family. It doesn't have to be anything big. It could be a blanket in the backyard with a sandwich
Yeah.
and a cup of juice. That time is important with your kids, with your husband, with your parents.
Yep.
It's important. So I won't negotiate ministry, and I won't negotiate time with family.
I love that. And COVID definitely did that for me too. I was like workaholic, out of balance, doing all the things, wearing all, and when we had to sit still, it was almost like a whole 200 pounds was lifted off my shoulders. It was just me and my kids, my husband at the time, and we were just in it. Like, I started cooking stuff that I had never cooked before. Now, I'm not a cook, but I was cooking
Just
things.
trying new things.
Yeah, like all types of different cuisine, out of my orange. Oh my God. And then we did DIY projects in the house. Me and my kids were doing TikToks and stuff. Like, it was so.
And that stuff they'll never forget.
Right, exactly.
Forget about the trip to Costa Rica, the DR, the cruise. They tell the story of that.
And they still to this day, my little one, like, because I do a lot of work on my laptop, like in the summertime, so I'm not out. So we all together all day. And he's like, Mommy, put your laptop down. You work so much. You work so hard. Clip. Because I feel like if he's saying that, then he wants something. He wants to spend time with me. He's seeing that I'm behind my laptop longer than I usually, whatever the case may be. And I will close it. And a lot of times I wait till they go to sleep to like kind of get another hour or two into whatever I'm doing. But whenever my kids ask for that, I'm giving it to them. Can we watch a movie? Can we do a movie now? And now I'll be honest now. I was telling the truth, straight devil. I may fall asleep.
Right. Listen.
But I'm here, and they,
you and me both. I start off with a blanket. They like, you not. Why are you laying down like that? I'm like, listen, we know what's gonna happen in about 30 minutes.
I'm here though.
I'm here. Right?
So
yes,
true.
ma'am.
That
yes,
is so
ma'am.
good. But that's important. Like you said, they grow so fast. And I just cherish my kids. They are amazing. And so if I could spend as much time as I can with them, because before I know it, they're going to be like my 23-year-old. I can't catch up to him. I'm like, hello.
Our baby is getting married in October.
Congrats. Oh, my God.
Empty nesters for the first time. And it's just like, time went so fast.
Do you have a puppy, a pet?
No.
Oh, okay. I just got a dog. Girl.
So,
The baby's 11 weeks old. I'm like, what? Because I felt like my sister's like, you trying to fill a void because my baby's going to 5th grade. Okay. I'm like, no, they wanted a puppy. She's like, you wanted it more than they did. I got a mini golden doodle. He's adorable. He's feisty. He fits right in. Oh my goodness. And so the other day, he was just doing a lot and pooping in the house. I was like, oh my goodness, what did I sign up for? But it's a beautiful thing. I'm just like, he better not get any bigger though. I told him he's supposed to be a mini. If he gets bigger,
we honest with ourselves in my house. The way I work and my husband works,
it wouldn't make sense.
We're barely home. I'm like, we would not be
I need
good.
fish.
Yes. We need, fish. Because we just would be neglecting. It's 24-hour salon.
Right. So my question really quick before we move on. With the 24-hour salon, do you find most of your clients are later? Like, do you have your days and your mornings kind of to yourself, or is it just sporadic?
It's sporadic.
Okay.
It's weekly. It changes.
Okay.
Like, you got to be on your toes. It's a dance until you build your clientele, because then you get on a rotation.
You know what it's going to be.
But I have my clients that need to come in the day at regular hours and then I have my clients that like, Keyma, please, I'm coming tonight.
Yeah, and when I used to do hair as a shampoo girl, the girl that was my mentor, we would have to go into the salon at 4 a.m. And that was so foreign to me. It was like, what are we doing? But the clients would come, get their little doobie wraps, leave with their hair wrapped up and get back in their bed. And I realized a lot of them were moms. They had new babies, or they worked, whatever it was, this is what worked. And so when I left under her mentorship and I started my own shop, I didn't do 4, but I did do 5:30, 6 o'clock. And I was out by 12, 1 o'clock. And my whole Saturday wasn't, captive by me working in the salon.
It's definitely doable. It's definitely doable, because that's what it is. I mentioned law enforcement and medical, but even my stay-at-home moms, like,
Yeah.
They feed their kids, bathe everybody, put them to bed, tell their husband, I'll be back. They show up in their pajama pants with a Starbucks cup.
Yep.
Like, I can't even get my pedicure at 10 o'clock. No, everybody sleep. They don't even know I'm gone. Like,
You got to make it work. So you're doing a great service for the moms, the women that are doing things. They have to hold their families down. So you're doing a great service for them. So that's great. Thank you so much. Tell everybody where they can find Keyma Nailed It.
yes, you can find Keyma Nailed It in Copeg on Montauk Highway, right next door to Carvel's. It's 1047 Montauk Highway. And
Social media.
social media is Keyma_nailed_it. And that's on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, everywhere.
Awesome.
And I apologize in advance because Keyma likes to have a lot of fun on her social media. So enjoy.
That's awesome.
Enjoy. We are for the laughs at the salon. We definitely have a good time.
That's great. Oh, I seen that trend you did. I thought that was hilarious.
My
with
Bugatti,
the Bugatti.
that way I move.
That was hilarious.
They did me dirty. She could not. I'm not that heavy, Tasha. She was doing the most.
Right. You were like.
I'm like, my Bugatti is broke down right now. She pulled up in her Bugatti. I pulled up in my Honda.
Right, that's hilarious. So before we end, and we always end with one thing we would tell our younger selves if we had the chance. So what would that be for you?
The one thing I would tell my younger self is to be patient with myself. I feel like I was really hard on myself when I failed, and I didn't realize that it was molding me into the person that So I would tell my younger self, just be patient with myself, be more forgiving with myself, because I feel like I was harder on myself than the world was. And, be patient with yourself.
I like that.
It's one step at a time.
No, that's really good. And I think that's important. And the reason why I say that is because a lot of young people that I encounter are watching social media, right? And these multimillionaires that are in their 20s and these models and these vixens and all of this other stuff. And so they think that they're supposed to be so well ahead. And so I'm like, but how? You have not even scratched this. You have not even started. You're in the shallow end, and it's okay. Like, don't compare yourself. So being patient is very important for them to identify with. It's gonna come.
Yes.
And the more you rush it, now you're putting all this extra anxiety, all this extra resentment, whatever it is, on yourself for what?
And our young people are breaking down because of it. Mental health issues are real.
It is.
And it's just pressure. I had a lady say to me, these kids today will drown on a teaspoon of water. Like, we dealt with a lot coming up, and we made it through. But now it's like life is hard on our young people. So they need to be patient, learn to be patient with themselves.
And and this is a whole nother topic, but just quick, like, they could never survive the 80s.
It was rough.
It was. And then and then again, we didn't see a lot of things because we didn't have phones to record. And so just
Thanks
imagine.
be to God. I tell my daughter all the time, thank God there was no social media when I was your age, because I don't want to see none of the stuff I was doing.
Right.
Please.
100%.
The
Oh my
Polaroids
God.
is missing. The photo albums disappeared. Like, thank God. I remember what was that they were showing the video of, not Freak Meek or something, when they were releasing all this.
What's his name? Uncle Luke?
No, it was
Greek Fest?
It wasn't Greek Fest. It was something else that's like Greek Fest.
Okay.
A couple of years ago, they were releasing all this lost footage
From
of
back in
people. My husband Short asked me, babe, you
Am
was
I
at
gonna
the.
see you?
I said, I sure was not. I was not there.
Wasn't me. I know that's right. But that is good. Be patient. Be patient. Give yourself grace. So I love that. Thank you so much.
Thank you,
I
Tasha.
love that you came and we had to get to chat because we talked a lot when
Yes.
you did my nails. I be knocking out, but I was wide awake.
Yes, you were. Late at night.
Late.
10 o'clock, 9 o'clock, something like that.
Yes. Okay. Thank you so much again, Keyma. You guys go check out Keyma Nailed It in Copeg. Follow on all social media, Keyma_nailed_it.
Yes.
Okay, awesome. Thank you again. If you find this episode interesting or if you had aha, share your takeaways in the comments below. We love to hear. We love to read it. Go over to Apple Podcasts, subscribe, leave a review, do all the things. We're trying to get to 500, and we can only do that with your help. I love you, and I want you to have an amazing rest of your week. Be well and be blessed. Until next episode. Thank you, Keyma.
Nice, Tasha.
That was so good.
I love this for you.